And the irony too, Jamie, right, is that they scoff at religion when in fact they're really treating their ideology like a religious faith, right?
Absolutely.
Like the most fanatical, religious fanatics. And Bella Dodd, they closed the circle around her and isolated her so much. They had prepped her so well, as you saw in the book. She wanted to have a family. She wanted to have children, and the communists said no. They want the party to be your child. And Whittaker Chambers went through this too. When Whittaker Chambers' wife got pregnant, he just assumed that she would go have an abortion. Alger Hiss's wife had an abortion, Priscilla Hiss, and it wrecked her. It emotionally and physically wrecked her for the
Yeah.
rest of her life. I don't think they had another child after that. I don't think they had any children. But they were supposed to. You're supposed to. And the Communist Manifesto, Marx and Engels, it says abolition of the family! Exclamation mark. Even the most radical flare up at this infamous proposal of the communists. So they didn't want to just break down and take away your religion, Judeo-Christian religion. They wanted to take away your family, and then they put you into the cult, right? The religious like cult of the party, where they had excommunication, heretics, blasphemy, unlike anything you would see in any actual Christian or religious denomination, because these people were merciless. No charity, all vice.
Yes. Thank you, Paul. And when we think about our Lord saying, be fruitful and multiply, for Satan, everything is the opposite. So for communism, which is satanic and he's behind it, of course, they're trying to destroy the nuclear family. They're telling Bella, as they're telling everyone else, don't have kids, but also abortion, because child sacrifice is the epicenter of Satanism. And so communism very interlinked with abortion, as you documented, right?
From the beginning, yeah. The Lenin in June 1913, writing in Pravda, called for the quote unconditional annulment of all laws prohibiting abortion. And then when they got into power in 1917, 1918, they immediately made abortion the law of the land. It got so bad by the late 1920s, early 1930s, Joseph Stalin, Joseph Stalin in 1936 banned abortion because he was afraid that there wasn't going to be any future Russia. Russian women were already having 3 abortions for every live birth. Trotsky reprimanded him for that. You cannot be a good communist and ban abortion, comrade. Khrushchev brought it back in 1955. By the 1970s, this is incredible, but this is according to official Soviet Health Ministry statistics. They were averaging, the Soviet women were averaging 7 to 8 million abortions per year in the Soviet Union. In America, it was never higher than 1 to 2 million per year. And it was about equal population, probably a little more people in America at the time, but 7 to 8 million abortions per year in the Soviet Union in the 70s. That's 70, 80, 90 million abortions in one decade. And to this day, the highest abortion rates are still in communist countries, Cuba, North Korea, former communist countries, Romania, and look at China, where they've had forced abortion. So this has been a culture of death in so many ways. And of course, we're even talking about gulags and other forms of abuse and death in the communist countries. But yeah, abortion has always been rife in communist systems, and Bella Dodd saw that.